You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome to Dog in the Yard. And today we're being sponsored by BetterHelp. H-E-L-P. Reach out, man. Get that help. I done it. You know what I'm saying? So don't wait too late. Don't wait till you reach a certain goals or a certain age and then you decide you want to get the help you want. Get it now. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for later on like a lot of people did, as well as myself. So go get that help now, man. You already know, BetterHelp. H-E-L-P. BetterHelp will also assess you with your own personal licensed therapist. And it doesn't take long. Within 48 hours, communication will go right through. It's not a crisis line. It is not self-help. It is professional therapy, only done online, security. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can also log in and send a message to your therapist. You get timely and thoughtful responses. You can also schedule weekly videos or phone sessions. You never have to sit in a boring, uncomfortable waiting room like traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches to make it easier and free to change therapists if needed. More affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available. And BetterHelp would love for you to start living a happier life today. Go on the website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit BetterHelp.com/dog, BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, and join the over 2 million people that have took charge of their mental health. And with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp. We are recruiting in all 50 states additional therapists. Special offer to all my Dog in the Yard listeners. Y'all get 10% off first month at BetterHelp.com/dog. Let's get it. It's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard.
Open cell 13. Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? You already know what it is. It's your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to that Dog in the Yard. Today we got Pirata in the building. Down with the CMC crew from the Bronx. First Latino down with Rough Riders. Signed to Rough Riders. He's here today. He did 8 years. He was down with a vicious crew, notorious crew from the Bronx, from my neighborhood. The boys did their thing. They extorted, they kidnapped, they did it all. You know what I'm saying? And he's here to share some of that with us. And you already know. We happy that he's here. Super legendary interview. Let's get right to it, man. It's your boy Pistol Pete. Pirata, you already know what it is, man. When you in that Tampa Bay area, make sure you reach out to my boy Gus Torres, man. If you want anything that has to do with real estate, man, make sure you hit him up. You get the lowest prices and the finest houses, man. Trust me when I tell you. But don't forget to mention my name. You already know that Pistol Pete will get you that early discount. And that's my brother, man, Gus Torres. You already know, out in the Tampa Bay area. Make sure you hit him up, man. Sell, buy, invest, all that. Make sure you hit him up, man, because he focused with that out there. Tampa Bay, you already know, it's your boy Pistol, man. Get at me. What up, what up, what up? You already know what it is, your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome to that dog in the yard. And today we got my motherfucking brother, man, legendary Pirata for the CMC crew.
What up, Pirata? What's going on?
What's going down with you, bro?
You already know, man.
How's everything with you, man? How you been?
Everything's good, man. Just hanging in there, man, you know, but everything's good, man.
I see, man. You looking good, man.
Thanks, brother.
You got that Florida tan and all that.
Yeah, that Florida glow, man, down here.
That Florida glow, that's right. That's right. You looking good, though. I'm happy to see you, man.
Yeah, happy to see you.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, man. More than 10 years, 15 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. We haven't seen each other. Hey, at least you alive and you're here.
Yes, man.
We able to sit down and catch this vibe.
Catch this vibe,
and go to the yard with this shit,
Go
you
to
know?
the yard, yeah. More story.
Exactly. But with that being said, right, Pirata, I wanna being that you know, for those that don't know who Pirata is, Pirata came from a notorious crew, gang, CMC crew, the Calderon and Cusón crew in the Bronx, around my neighborhood. So there was a hell of a crew. I mean, the shit was, it was real. You know, it was real because when they all started, nobody knew these guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, a whole set of crew, a whole set of guys coming to your neighborhood to take over your neighborhood.
Right, with somebody from there, right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy though. So with that being said, I want to just, you know, let's get right into it, man. Pirata, I want you to tell me a little bit about, you know, your upbringing, where you from. I know you got your case in the Bronx with the whole crew, but where you from, where you originally from and all that, when you came to the Bronx, and how you started the whole, you know, got involved with the whole CMC crew and all that.
Right. So I'm originally from Brooklyn, from Fort Greene. A lot of people that see me online, they know, or they know me from the book when I came out back in the days when that shot was from like 1985 with the Sheepskins. But yeah, I come from that area, downtown Brooklyn, and you know, I grew up with 50 Cent, the Lugo Brothers and stuff like that. And, you know, grew up Puerto Rican family and predominantly, you know, black neighborhood. But, you know, we all brothers growing up from young. My first language was Spanish in the house. I learned English from my black brothers in school in PS27 down by Farragut. And then from there, you know, my first homeboys and everybody, you know, were black brothers. And yeah, we just grew up down there, you know, vibing. And then next thing you know, we started getting into the hip hop scene. Hip hop scene started coming around the early 70s, man. And we started trying to be a part of it young and, you know, started getting with the fashion. Then, you know, one thing led to another. We started smoking weed and, you know, throwing rocks and bricks here and there. We started wanting to get money. And, you know, sometimes, you know, parents didn't have it. Times were hard, man. 60s, 70s coming up. A few siblings, you know, in the household. I come from a family of 4.
Okay.
Me and my brother and then my 2 sisters. My brother Lex. Shout out to my brother Lex. He was in the book with me too. So yeah, you know, all the time. I mean, we had it pretty good, but there was times it was hard, you know. And moms couldn't give, you know, us the things that we wanted all the time, even though we had most of it. So then, you know, like everybody else, Fort Greene.
Understandable.
If everybody knows Fort Greene, man, it's a place where, you know, people come up, you know, doing crime, man. Back then, anyway, you know, it got a notorious history way back from the Mau Mau days, the Mau Mau's with Nicky Cruz. You know, if you read the books, Run Nicky, Run all that. That's when the reputation of Fort Greene started. Then on and on. So, you know, growing up in an environment like that projects. You know, when you didn't have money, man, you seen everybody running around doing other things to get money, committing crimes, snatching jewelry, or, you know, committing robberies, and then, you know, you start getting into it little by little. Okay,
so what years you started getting yourself in problem? What age you started getting yourself in problem when you was in Brooklyn, or like at what age you started getting yourself in trouble?
I was,
you know, were you raised with your moms and dad, or you had only your?
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people say, "Damn, man, you know, broken home. These kids come." I didn't come from a broken home, man. You know, it may be a little dysfunctional, but it wasn't broken. I still have my moms and pops to this day. Thank God, man. They still alive. They're still together.
Thank God.
They just moved to Pennsylvania, so you know, they've been together since childhood, and they're still together. They had us 4 from, you know, just both of them.
Wow.
So I did have a good upbringing. They went to church, and you know, they tried to raise me in the church. My father never caught a case in his life, not even a ticket. You know, he was always a hardworking dude to this day. And my mom's, you know, my mom's worked in factories. My pops worked as a welder, and he played salsa on the weekends.
Okay.
But he was always a straight shooter, you know, and never turned to. He tried to teach us, you know, the right way, me and my brother. But you know, we
Still decided to do what you want to do.
Yeah, we had other plans.
Other plans. Yeah, you had other plans. That's right. So, at what year you started getting yourself?
So I would say around 12, man. Once I hit junior high school, that's around the time I became the 5%er. That's where my name Talik comes from.
Peace God?
Peace God, yeah, so that's right. Everybody still calls me Talik. If we go to Brooklyn, you know, most of my family calls me Talik. So, yeah, around that time.
I was a 5%er too.
Yeah.
Okay, song Allah, positive Allah.
Hey, there you go, man. We all had to have knowledge at some point.
You know what I mean?
That taught us and guided us through a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah.
People don't know, they sleep on it. So yeah, around that time, junior high school, 78, I was around 12, and I became 5%er. And then, you know, junior high school, you're a little more exposed to what's really going on in the neighborhood. And then right there, you know, Sparford, you know, doing the burglaries. I started hanging out with some kids in Flatbush, the Flatbush neighborhood. They was heavy into burglaries. And that's when I started catching my first cases.
Okay.
Right there, 78, 79.
And you went to what, to Sparford or something?
Sparford, yeah, Sparford 78 and Sparford 79. Then
Sparford where, in the Bronx?
Yeah, in the Bronx, right there.
And how long you was there for?
3 weeks. Well, 1 week the first time, then 3 weeks, and got released in court.
Okay.
You know, to my mom's.
So then, when you started graduating to the big league, and you ended up at Rikers Island and all that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so then I got sent to Puerto Rico for a while. I went down there, got into trouble down there.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I stole somebody's jewelry down there from a friend of my cousin. You know, I was into the jewelry thing, so I couldn't see jewelry. And then I did something down there, so, you know, they fixed it down there, and then they held me for a little bit. They sent me back. When they sent me back, that I was 15, that's when I stepped it up, because now the guns were out. You know, the people I knew, the teenagers, wasn't just snatching them more. Now they had guns. Guns were being passed around, and then I jumped into the guns. And by 16, I was on Rikers Island, which is the age that you're allowed to go first at 16.
Yeah, 16.
82, that summer, I was on there. I was up there for armed robbery with 2 other dudes at a grocery store around our way.
Wow, 16.
Yeah.
And how your parents, your moms, your dads took that?
Yeah, man. I mean, they took that hard, man. And the shit was the corner store. I didn't notice till years later. My mother said they actually came to the house because we knew them. They were the Indians from the corner store. But, you know, we went in with masks. We tried to think that they didn't know who we were, but they did. We were just in there. You know, we were kids. They said they were just in here, and then they went and put masks on. They came. We know it's them that had the same clothes. So they picked us out, and they got us. So. But it didn't stop there, you know, I kept on. I got shot that same summer too in a robbery. Got shot right there at the age of 16.
At 16?
Yeah, and it came out through there. I was shot in a robbery, trying to disarm somebody, and then he got ahead of me and shot me. And I survived that. Obviously, it was the arm at 16. And
how was your moms and your dad dealing with this?
Yeah, they were going crazy, man.
I mean, we talking about your 16-year-old child. He's out there getting shot, plus going to jail.
Plus going to jail. And then a few weeks after getting shot, I was on Rikers Island again for another robbery with my arm in a sling from getting shot. I was coming through reception like this with a shot arm. And they was like, what the hell are you? You shot, you coming to jail robberies? So yeah, my parents were going crazy, man.
So you was on the island. Where in the island you was at?
4 Main, was out at 2 Main, 2 Top.
What building? C-74?
C-74. And then when I went back with the gunshot, I was in the woman house. That's the first time I went to the woman house. I used to hear about it, dudes in the woman house. You know, that's when it first started.
C-73?
C-73, right. Dudes was like, yo, woman house.
Woman's house, yeah.
There's guys in there, so
yep.
That's a thing of the past. People don't know about that.
Yeah, so you were 16 on Rikers Island.
Right.
How was that experience, your first time on Rikers Island?
Man, you hear so many stories, man, and you know about people getting robbed, and you know a few people that got robbed coming. You know, I'm living in Fort Greene, so before I even got there, I'm hearing these stories and seeing people coming home who got robbed, who got beat up. Seeing a guy one time with a black eye, missing tooth. So you already know, when you go in there, you on that bus crossing that bridge, that's when you know your heart is pumping. You got to get ready for whatever, especially if you got on some brand new Adidas or Pumas in 1982, which I did.
So you was going over that bridge. What was the feeling going for those people, for the kids that never experienced that?
Man, listen, man. If
that ride to Rikers Island.
Yeah, man, that ride, man, I should tell you right there, man. If there's a better way to do things, man, don't never take that ride again, man. You know, try to figure something out, get a job. You know, there was kids in Fort Greene that were young as I was and were working. So, you know, my excuse, I could have got a job as a young kid like they did and went to school, stood in school.
Chose not to.
I chose not to. So if you're trying to go down that path, the fast life, get money in the streets, it's not worth it, man, because you'll end up an old man with nothing, man, like a lot of us did. Still trying to get it together.
Trying to get ahead.
Trying to get ahead, make things happen. You got to set yourself up from young.
That's right.
Kids, I tell you, man, that's That's
Hey,
not
you know what? I know that feeling was crazy going over that bridge and all that, especially at 16 and all that. You know, like you like what the fuck in your arm? You like this? You're not even 100% right.
Right. And then you saying to yourself, you know, you got to do what you got to do now because, you know, this is the life you chose. At that young, I'm telling myself, you better make sure now you come home with everything because you already know the stories. Dudes getting robbed, not coming home. That's not happening to me. But at the same time, while you trying to toughen up, your heart is beating too.
Of course.
Your heart is beating because you're like, there's something new and you don't know.
If anybody sits here and be like, yo, I was never scared, they fronting.
Yeah, they fine.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Everybody that's you always gonna be.
Yeah, you always gonna
wonder what's gonna happen. What's on the other side of the wall?
Right. That don't mean
So,
you gotta
know,
be a pussy and fess up to try to come. I mean, you a little scared. You fight through this. It goes away quick. Once you throw the first 2 punches, it's gone.
That shit is over. Exactly.
It's gone.
So the fear go away in 2 seconds.
Right.
Once you throw them 2 punches,
That's it.
right.
Right.
So you was on the island. How long you stay on the island?
On that time, that was in and out of a few weeks. That time, I think.
You was there for armed robbery though, right?
Yeah, the armed robbery.
What you did? Like what was the armed robbery about?
That was up the corner store. Oh, the second time was attempted robbery.
Okay.
That was on somebody we tried to get in the train station. But the first one was the armed robbery we did on the corner store.
Yeah, that was the Indians.
Right, the Indians. And then we came back on that attempt robbery that summer. So that time I stood 4 months. The first time was a few weeks, got bailed out. The first offense, 16 years old. Second was the first one before that was a stolen car, I forgot, yeah.
Okay.
That 16 stolen car, but we didn't go to the island, we got to let go ROR. That was the first time in the bullpens of dope, because I had did the family court. And then that was like, you know, now you with older people, we was all little like this, 16, everybody, like they knew they way around there, like they've been doing this. Our first time being green in the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
so from that point, you came home. You
Right.
stood in the island for 4 months and you came home.
Came home and I was fighting those 2 cases.
Okay,
from the
what was the outcome of you being home?
Those 2 cases got an asshole full of probation.
Okay.
5 and 1. 6 years I won.
6 years on probation.
Yeah.
So what happened with your life after that? Like
after that, I continued.
When you wound up going back to jail, back to the island, that it was it. That from there was straight penitentiary after that.
Right. After that, by the time I was 86, I had the 2 bullets running wild, 85 and whole 85 and 86, came home 86 summer.
When you say 2 bullets running wild, explain that to
I'm explain that, right, because it's a term you don't hardly hear anymore. 2 bullets running wild meant back then in Rikers Island, if you're doing city time, not going upstate, you getting a year. And out of a year, you get accredited 120 days, meaning you do 8 months out of that year. So when you give you two years, sometimes running consecutive, that's what they call 2 bullets running wild, because they were one after the other. So you finish 8 months, you start the other 8 months, 1 year after the other.
That's crazy.
One back to back, right? So you be on Rikers Island for like 16 months on there. That's 6 building, yeah.
And how was that experience?
That was crazy because you just like, damn, we just here, and you know you can't, there's no movement on Rikers Island, you know, just to the mess hall. But I mean, we did it, you know, as a young teenager, man. You know, sad to say, but I just was.
You was just living?
Yeah, doing what I had to do in there, just pass the time, you know.
Passing time.
Sometimes it sounds crazy.
Altercations?
Having a good time.
Any altercations?
Yeah.
Any accidents, you know?
Yeah, during the 2 bullets running wild, I got cut for the phone in the Brooklyn house right there. About 5 stitches.
Okay.
The goose snuck me on the phone. I was on the phone, you know, almost took his eye out.
He wanted the phone?
Yeah, because he had got on and he had problems and he just kept trying to get on, and you know, we was running the phone. Now it's my time and he's trying to after me it's over. So I guess he said, man, I gotta get on now.
You had to click.
Right after me it's click, I'm the last one. So he said, I gotta get on now. We gotta get this guy. So he came at me at the end.
Wow.
With
so he came and stabbed you from behind?
Right, no, from the side. He came,
from the
I was
side.
on the phone, yeah, he called me right there in my arm. He tried to catch me in my face because I had my arm like this. I had a brush in my hand, so then I went at him with my brush, which I had a little pointy also.
So y'all got it on?
Yeah, we got it on right there. The seals open the gate, boom. So that was it.
And you ended up
ended up in the Bing.
In the Bing. For those that don't know the Bing.
The Bing is where you get confined. It's supposed to be like the box, solitary confinement. On Rikers Island is a zoo, the Bing. You know, depending what building or which one you go to, some could be a little worse than others. C-76 was pretty bad at that time. That Bing, the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long you spend in the Bing, in the box?
That's 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah, because I didn't have the weapon, so.
What happened from that point that you was in the island when you won going upstate?
So then when I came home from there, then I caught a...
Oh, you came home after that?
Right, I came home from the 6th building, then that's when I quickly, that same summer, I already had a few robberies in. I was on like 5 lineups. And then, you know, I turned myself in, man, because it was too crazy. I was on the run for a while and they was knocking my people's door down. I was staying all over the place.
Oh, they was going real too hard.
Yeah, they was going too hard. And my mom was like, yo. And, you know, my pops was like, yo, this shit has got to stop.
Yeah, your pops is fed up. They going to your house. Your
pops
pops is, he's grouchy as hell, talking about what the fuck is going on.
He's going crazy. He said, bro, you got to do something. This shit got to stop.
And
the people, we was doing shit to people, they was coming around looking for us.
Oh.
Yeah, a few people came.
So streets and the cops
yeah,
looking for you.
My mom said, oh, aquí viene uno muchacho ahí.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
So you said, you know what? Let me turn myself in.
Right. I said, let me turn myself in anyway, because I ain't gonna get too far anyway. It's not like I had a lot of money to be running. They was like, yo, we not gonna stop. We need him on these lineups.
What happened? You went and told yourself.
So I went in and then I fought them. Or that's when I first met.
Back to the island.
Back to the island. So now C95, BCF.
Okay.
When they opened that was Brooklyn Correction Facility where they did the I'm locked up at. Akon and Styles P. A lot of people know that jail was open only for a few years. It's right by 4 Green Projects. It's like 2 blocks from it actually because it was a Navy Yard brig for the sailors. And the Navy Yard is 1 block from 4 Green Projects. So when they opened that, they sent me there. I was like, wow, this is all week, every week. So I was straight there, but we had a little riot. We got into a riot there and I threw a locker through the CO bubble because in BCF they had like a window like that and they closed the door and everybody's just in the dorm.
Right.
And the COs beat up my little man Panama and they slammed the door on us and we couldn't get out. There was a female CO and I was like, slide the locker. And somebody said the locker. I picked it up because, you know, the short one. Bam, but we did that, man. And the depths came. It's like somebody threw a locker through my officer's window. You try to kill one of my officers. You know how you just see how I looked. That shit was on the seat.
Threw it right on the bubble.
And I was like, everybody was like, I said, damn, they're gonna tell on me, but nobody told on me, man. Can you believe that? Out of everybody knows what they did was send everybody out.
They shipped everybody out.
Everybody out, boom, and
that was back in the days for you though.
That was back.
It wasn't that much. It wasn't that telling like that. It wasn't like
right. So I say, but
the new breed is different.
The new breed I would have got told on now. I was like, somebody's gonna tell out of all these people here, man, because they was interviewing one by one.
Yeah.
You know, they got everybody and they
had a chance to tell.
Right. You don't know who's gonna tell. And they did. He said, I'm gonna just clear house, and then they cleared house. But then I got introduced to HDM.
Okay.
That's how I wound up.
Shipped you to another jail. HDM on the Rikers Island.
House detention, man.
How was that?
That was a whole crazy. That was like going to jail new again. Because I hadn't been upstate yet. So, and the Brooklyn house is similar, but it's not set up with that high up gate like that with those tiers.
With the tiers, like a penitentiary.
Right. If you ain't been a penitentiary upstate, that's your first time seeing something like that. If you in HDM.
Yeah.
So when I saw those gates up like that, and then all the noise and the 2 sides, that's when you know you in jail. That's when you know you fucked up.
That's when you knew.
It's oh, I've been bad. They had me. I'm here for a reason.
Yeah.
Cause this shit's no joke. So yeah, then that you know that was a whole crazy experience. HDM, you know, a murder or 2 happened while I was there.
Oh really?
Yeah, man.
What was that? Like, I mean,
it was some morning shit, bro. Dude that was up that just came down. Dude that just came down on a case, and he had beef with somebody that was already there.
Okay, when he says
came down,
break it down.
Right, break it down. So when you come down on another case or same case, maybe you probably upstate already sentenced, and then the court still got unfinished business with you, or you got a case still open, and they'll bring you back down to the city from whatever prison you in, and they'll house you on Rikers Island with everybody that's crazy. You upstate already chilling, calm, and now you back on Rikers Island. So it was a whole new. If you have enemies, you got to be careful. So they can fuck up your whole time you're doing or your whole life.
Yeah.
You could lose your life. In this case, that's what happened with Homeboy.
Wow.
He got caught in the morning by this kid. He saw him, I guess he saw him and he hid, and then he waited till the morning. I was still asleep when it happened, yo. I got up, so nobody knew. Maybe only his people knew.
So when you got up?
We got up because of the noise and the CO and everything. But he didn't die right there. They rushed him out, but he died at the clinic when they took him.
Oh, he ran up in his cell and stabbed him up or something?
Yeah, he caught him in the cell in the morning.
Damn.
That was 5 block.
Shit just...
Bam, that fast, and then everybody like this quiet the whole day. Cause you know, now it's an eye opener. It's real here.
Yeah.
Somebody just... When they came back with the word and still say he just died in the clinic, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's real in here.
People getting killed here.
Yeah.
This is not a game.
So that was your first experience?
Right, yeah. That's the first jail body I saw.
Yeah.
That was around.
That you was around, of course.
That was around.
So then what happened after that?
Then after that, then I finally got done away with the cases, the lineups.
What time you took?
I took a 4 to 8.
Okay.
And that's when I did my first 4.
So then you had to go upstate
I had to go
to
upstate.
the penitentiary, to jail.
Right, so then I went upstate. I was one of the first buses to open up Southport.
Wow.
When I got to Southport, C block wasn't finished yet. They were still building it. They only had A block and B block. I mean, this was me, Alley Cat, all the dudes, you know, the old Outlaws and the old OGs, man, coming back, you know, a lot of names I could say, but yeah, we was on that first bus. Latin King thing started up there too.
Okay.
From Collins, when the thing exploded, they sent a lot of people to Southport.
Okay.
So that's from Southport it spread.
So all the Latin Kings started getting big at Southport.
At Southport, yeah, when I was there.
When you was there.
And then I was running the music
What
room.
year was that?
That was 88, 89, 90. I was there. Yeah. It was lovely. Made the food was good.
I got there 90, 91.
Oh, 91, you got there before
I went there 90. I was there. I was in there for, I did 3 years. Till my first, I think like my first year or 18 months, something like that. That's when the riot.
Right.
I was there.
That's what I was gonna say. You was there before the riot or right after?
I was there before the riot. Oh. I was there for the riot. I got beat up for the riot and all that. They beat me up, had me outside. I went through it. They wanted to take my chain, all kinds. You know, the Orange Crush showed up with my mask and all that. Talking about take my chain off. I was like, I'm taking my chain off. You bugging out. I don't even know who you are. I got my Cuban on like that. Like, I ain't taking my shit off. You know, vibe, we ain't doing that.
Word. We got to rumble,
we gonna rumble for that. So that's what happened. So they wanted, you already know they're gonna beat me. So they had me out there hanging for a while. But I was in Southport, man. Tell them a little bit about your experience on Southport.
Yeah.
I mean, were you there when they transition happened?
No, I was in the street, but I came right back after. So by the time I came back 91, I went home 90, came back 91.
Damn.
So
what the fuck? So
yeah, but I got.
So you was upstate.
Yeah.
You was in Southport. Now you telling me how you was from Southport. How long you was there?
In Southport, I was in Southport
when they started opening it.
Yeah, I was there maybe a year and a half.
Okay, and then from there, you went home from there?
No, from there I went to Mid-State.
Okay.
Mid-State, because I was running Latinos Unidos and I was anti-administration. So that they kept flipping my cell, because I was doing the Puerto Rican history classes, and I was trying to revolutionize everybody in the yard. Everybody say, yo, I used to come to the yard with a bunch of books, or some Puerto Rican Malcolm X.
You become a threat, they ship you out.
Yeah, so I was getting a lot of problems with the administration because of that, and they kept shipping me. So Mid-State, I got some people to sign a paper to get some things done in the jail because it was bullshitting for the Latinos. Right. And they was like, oh, this guy got here, he think he's coming from a max with this shit here because I came from Southport. And they said, what bus is going the furthest? And they said, this was the Ogdensburg. And that's how I wound up in Ogdensburg. Wow. And that's where me and Cal hooked up.
Okay. All right, so now, you there, you got shipped out.
Right.
After 18 months.
Right.
Because like you said, you was representing. I already know the vibe.
Right.
You representing for the inmates and all that. You got shipped out.
Right.
So you went to
Mid-State. Mid-State. Oh yeah, and I went to Ogdensburg. So you know that's like the furthest jail, right?
Yeah, that's the first. That's all the way in the boondocks.
Right. So that's what they did to me.
So now you up there, and how long you there?
Now I'm gonna see my board. So I was there at the end of the bid, so I'm only a few months. I had a few months of it. They sent me. I was like, they sent me up here to see the board. They just want to give me a hard time, so the bus ride be longer when I go home.
Yeah,
that's what that was. So
yeah, so they let you go on the parole board.
Right. So now it's there, and then that's what count a few people.
This is when you met. Let's talk about a little
90,
bit.
right? Well, I met in HDM. Somebody introduced us, but that was it. He was in another block.
Yeah,
another
it was
block.
like, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Right. So then when he wound up, so when I was in Ogdensburg, and then he came over.
So for those people who don't know, so before you came home, you met this brother named Calderon.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And y'all stood contact.
Right.
And y'all became...
No, well, what happened was when he came to the dorm, we knew each other, so he was like, oh shit, I'm not Pirata. So everybody's like, yo, Calderon's here. He came from Clarinetic. So then we hooked up. You know, who got the house? I got the house. Ain't nobody here bigger than me. So he already knows. So he's smiling. He's waiting for his board too. So he ain't trying to make no waves. He's just trying to skate out. Cal, he was on some... Just waiting for his board, right? So that's what we did, both of us. I was seeing in July, he was seeing in September. So then he was like, yo, I said...
Let's get up when we get home.
Right. No, then he gave me everything. He said, yeah, here, report here. And then I'll be home right after you, but go get, we'll get busy and do, you know what I'm saying?
During the time, make sure you see these people, you get good.
Right, get started, and then I'll catch up with y'all later.
Oh.
And then he made the board, boom, September.
So then he came home. Now y'all both home. Then what you doing now? What you start getting yourself into?
Now, man, it was about trying to get, you know,
big paper.
Get the big paper, man, and get everything in order, man, down on the block because, you know, things were a little sideways for him while he was locked up. So we needed to tighten things up, and that's what we did. We came home, and you know, we started taking care of business, man.
What was the experiences, the things that you experienced doing all this and all that, and before you went to jail?
Right, man. Well, when I came home, first of all, it was like, damn, let me see if this is real, because you don't know what's happening, right? You with somebody inside. You don't know if it's the real deal.
It might be full of shit.
Right, or it's not as big, or you don't know what's, you know, because everybody talks shit when you're in jail. You know what's happened before, but I'm coming home and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna see. And sure enough, man, this was, you know.
It was good.
What it was, man. And, you know, in the pictures it shows, man, we was living the life, man. You know, we had it good. Everywhere we went, everybody knew us, you know, the jewelry, the cars.
Yeah.
The girls, you know, everything that came with it, man.
And y'all was out there, so you just, off the rip, you was already down with them.
I was already down, yeah.
So y'all was like a family, though.
Right, it was a family first, right? Because he told me, listen, report here. I said, yeah, I just need a gun, you know, when I come home. He said, boy, we got that for you. So when I came home, they gave me a gun, a beeper, and $1,000. I was like, here, take a couple of days, come back, and see us in a couple of days, and then we talk then. But this is for you when you come home. So I was like, oh man, you know, just coming home, just doing a fresh fall. I came on July 3rd. The next day when I went up there to go see them, it was the 4th of July. I was walking upstairs, and it was hot. I got off the train, I followed everything he told me, because I had been in the area. My cousins is from Brook. I used to come up there, but, you know, I hadn't been up there in a while. I got up early at Fort Green that morning. I told my mom, I see you, I gotta go. I had the paper he gave me. Cal gave me where to go and the phone number in case, and I took the train in Fort Green. I got on 143rd. I'm walking up. I'm like, damn, home, it's the 4th of July. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
St. Mary's Park was like this, you know.
Everything was lit.
It's 90s, so the music, it was, I couldn't.
You was happy as hell.
Yo, I was happy, the nostalgia, the air. I was like, damn, I'm moving up here. You know, because Bronx is different, man. I love Brooklyn, but it's just, especially back then.
You
see, I never went back to Brooklyn. Everybody's like, oh, motherfuckers, you know, went back. So now you in the Bronx, you out there, you got $1,000 he gave you, gave you a beeper, and what you do then? What's next? You know, I called my brother, you know, a few family members, and I had to go take care of something for my homeboy, man. I can say this now because this is in the past, and he's dead, rest in peace. But we had to go do something. My homeboy was upstate, rest in peace. He had a situation where his wife had crackheads in the house, and he had kids there. And before I got busted, he let us stay there. Me and my brother, when we was on the run, he was one of the dudes who let us stay here and there.
Right.
And he was with me and Cal in Ogdensburg. He was big as a house. He wasn't going home yet. And he said, listen, man, that's all I need you to do. Please, man, just go home and clean this shit up for me, man.
Clean the fucking house.
Do what the fuck you gotta do. Just make sure you don't hurt the kids, man. You gotta smack my wife up. I don't give a shit, you know, because people telling me this crazy shit's going on. And I went and got my brother, and we did that shit, man. We ran up in there as soon as we knocked on the door, as soon as they opened the door, we had both the joints. We only had one. I had to go get another one for my brother. We took a cab there. This is an LG. We got ours broad daylight. I said, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna open the door, we're gonna kick the door, and we grab everybody. You already know the drill. Nothing changed. We went in, that's what we did. A dude ran to the back. My brother almost popped. He didn't pop, he ran, caught him. He was in the bathroom, and everybody was mostly females. Older females in there getting high, and the kids were all in the kitchen playing all dirty. And then she looked at me because she remembered me. But you know, now I'm bigger. So I'm looking, she's high, and I'm grabbing her like this in the kitchen. Look at me. You remember me? And she's like this. Like, oh shit, yeah, I remember you.
Wow.
You were staying here. I'm like, yeah, your man sent me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say his name. He sent me, he told me this shit gotta stop. So we had everybody on the floor. We were smacking everybody up. The fuck, you never gonna come back here? You know, this is my man. And then we did what we had to do, and we left.
Wow.
So, you know,
that's how. You don't know if she ever got clean now. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, no, we sent somebody there after, man, and she actually went to stay somewhere. And then somebody else was staying there. She took the kids and left.
Oh, shit.
She took the kids and left. I guess he called out there. She's like, yo.
Back in the day, that shit was a shame, man, seeing all that, man. Crack hit, that shit was bad.
Yeah, and then one of the ladies that was in there, we knew. She was from Fort Green, and she was up there. She looked at her, she said, my name was like, shut up.
Oh,
she was like, Talita. I was like, shut up, man.
Yeah.
You better not come back here either. So it was, what we did, you know, that's how I got my start coming home. That was like 3 days home.
Okay. And then, from there, you went back to, you in the Bronx now.
Right, I'm in the Bronx. I got a little studio.
Okay.
I got a little studio first time, my first crib. You know, I was getting a little radio and stuff like that, TV.
And now you chilling. Now you doing the thing. You running around with Cal.
Yeah, you know, running around with Cal. You know, loads of money. We out partying every night.
That's what I'm saying.
Popping
That was
bottles. We
popping bottles.
Yeah, we in the OJs.
Okay.
We in the OJs spending money all day long.
OJ.
Every night, $300-$400 paying the OJ. We got OJs on hold 2 and 3 at a time. I'm going all the way to Brooklyn with them. $25 an hour, just up and down, shopping. Dudes don't know about that life, but just on hold and OJs just spending money.
Yeah.
Money that you could buy a car with.
Wow. So how long that last though? That life being out there with Calderon.
That was a good year,
CMC
man.
crew.
Yeah, we got a good year out of that, and then I caught my case, you know, with my guns down in Brooklyn, and then everything else fell. You know what I'm saying?
Everything fell apart after that.
Yeah, you know, Spank got caught, Supreme got caught the same week.
So the rest of the crew started getting caught. You got caught.
Right.
What, you got caught for your own case?
Yeah, my own shit.
What?
The guns.
Oh, guns.
Guns, yeah, 3.
3 guns.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got caught and them. Now you back in jail.
Right.
Now you on the island again.
I'm on the island. I'm back in HDM.
Wow.
I'm in Brooklyn House first.
What year is this?
This is 91 now. I'm coming back. I'm like, fuck, I was just here 3 years ago. Caballo was back in the building too.
Okay.
Because I was with Caballo first trip. Before they was going to Caballo with Julio, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell people I go back with Caballo when he's Julio.
Me too.
Yeah, so we was at 5 Block together, and then when I come back, this kid was telling me, 4 Block, yo, you got to be my man Caballo. I was hearing the name, but I didn't know who he was. I was hearing the name. When I go to the yard to me, it's Julio. He's like, oh, Pirata, this Caballo. So he said Caballo ahora. Because I always know him as Julio, but.
Wow.
So yeah, and then, you know, Chicky was up there, a few people was up there, man.
And when you say up there, what, an island?
On HDM.
An HDM.
Yeah, and then.
And how long you stay there?
HDM, about 6 months. Then I copped out
So
again.
the crazy shit up there, you seen some wild shit on the island when you went back?
Yeah.
Now we talking about 91, back on HDM.
Oh, so now I come from the Brooklyn house. So
Yeah.
I'm with Supreme, I'm with Cal's nephew. So
Okay.
nephew Supreme, they got him in Brooklyn on the homicide. Boom, I'm over there. I come in the Brooklyn house. So I'm like, I see Bush, my man Bush over there. We like, yeah, Bush was back. Like, damn, me and Bush was up in Southport. And the COs know me because I was there for almost a year, for a whole year. Like, the Brooklyn house said, oh, since y'all need to go on the bridge. Yeah, let me, y'all have to chat and let me on the bridge so I could walk around, see who's around. I run into Bush. And when I get to the gate right there, I see this dude, Supreme, on the gate. I'm like, yo, Supreme. And he like, oh shit, lift his head up like he saw God. Because remember, he's from the Bronx. Never been locked up, and you locked up in the Brooklyn house right now. And you got a whole other...
It's a whole different thing.
A whole another Timberland suit on.
Aye.
And the Brooklyn thieves were already like this. Watching, so when I'm telling yo, it was like, yo, that's your man, yo. I was like, yeah, I was like, let me get the coat, man. I was like, nah, that's family, man. That's my man's people from up top. And they was like, oh, okay. Because they was already, you know, on him. So
They were scheming on him to take his clothes, to take his shit.
Yeah, from the Bronx with a whole other suit. Who you know here, bro? You in Brooklyn house,
He's
man.
in trouble.
You in trouble, bro. It's 91.
Hell yeah.
I said, let me get that coat just in case. Ain't nobody's gonna phone us, but let me get the coat. I know the coat's what they want more.
Yeah,
Leather pants.
Of course, yeah, they ain't worried about that.
Yes, I said, let me get the coat, and then I'll send it home for him. But then from there, he gets sent to HDM. I come to HDM, I run into Dice.
Okay.
So Dice is there. I go right into the block where Dice is at. Right there, so there.
Crazy. And how long you was there?
I was there a few months, and then I copped out, went back to the full building for State Ready.
Okay.
And then went
How
back
long
up
you copped
north.
out to?
8.
How much time you took? 8 years?
Yep.
So you took 8 years.
Yeah.
Now how was that going back 8 years now? Now we ain't talking about 4 years.
Yeah, man.
We ain't talking about 8 months. 8 month bids running wild.
This is a whole year, man. So
It's a whole different, shit. Monster now. You going 8 years.
yeah, man.
So how was that feeling? I mean, you've been in jail your rest of your whole life, man.
yeah, the in and out, and then the island with the island alone. Then the 4, that was like 6. Really, you could say I was on that for sure, and then back in again. So
That's what I'm saying.
it's the whole life, yeah, man. Spent the whole 20s, the whole teens in there.
So you took that. So you took 8 years.
Right, right around Attica was in Elmira.
So you went back upstate.
Went back upstate, right?
So Myra.
Yeah, Elmira, Auburn, Attica.
Okay.
Went back to Southport Court 6 months in Fishkill. Cost 6 months in the box in Fishkill, so they sent me out. Shit I had nothing to do with.
So you was out there, as soon as you went out there, you went to Comstock. Where you went at?
No, Attica.
Went to Attica and started, from there you just started moving around.
Moving around, right.
From jail to jail.
Yeah, from jail to jail.
And why was you moving around from jail to jail? You was getting in trouble?
Yeah, well, a lot of times just some of them was just PK drafts, but twice was the trouble. I caught a credit card case from Attica. You know, Wyoming is right next door.
Wyoming is a medium.
Right next door to Attica. So when your clarification drops, sometimes you could get sent next door.
Okay.
So they sent me next door to Wyoming, and then I got involved with some kids in the credit card. You know, you got more
freedom.
Yeah, more freedom. So we got involved with this. I got the ticket and everything typed out from the IG. I still got it. They gave me a year in the box for that. I got caught in a big credit card scandal. They tried to give me an outside case and everything.
Yeah, that's like a federal charge.
Yeah, man. So I was moving, working there, and then we was doing that, and they was searching to see if they catch me with the other shit, and they found the credit card numbers. So they was like, "What is this?" I remember playing. I was like, "I don't know." That was there when I got in the cell. I mean, the cube. But they hit me with it. So I caught that year and went back to Attica. So, and then I stood Attica for 2 years there till I made it to Fishkill.
Okay. So throughout the whole time, you never got yourself in trouble? I mean, got stabbed or stabbed, like what? Listen, any altercations like that during your process, 8 years?
And Attica was pretty solid, man, to be honest. In C Block, I was there so long from the beginning. I got there, it was all fam, and everything was in place and order, man. I mean, we actually did the best we can. We had a good time. I tell people all the time, we had a crazy team. Tatito Conflay, Eddie Air, Santana. We were all there around the same time for like 2 years. Nobody moved. Sammy Cabasa from 91 to 93.
Wow.
In C Block Yard. That's where I was at. That's where you would have found me.
Yeah.
I didn't move. And then I finally got my classifications dropped again.
Okay.
And made it to Fishkill, close.
Which is a medium correctional facility.
Right, which is like medium A. It's supposed to be like a little higher than
medium. Okay.
All the drama really that goes on, but like a max almost Fishkill. This how shit happens.
Yeah, I've never been there. So.
Yeah, so then I caught the 6 months there.
For what?
Food strike, 5%. Food strike. For people don't know, some things that go on in jail where inmates want certain things taken care of, and the administration ain't listening. One of the tools that you might have available is you shut down and don't eat because that messes up their order and their money. Food guys get thrown away. It offsets the balance, so they hate it.
Yeah, they gotta explain it to the government.
Yeah,
and all
they hate a food strike. So
y'all did a food strike.
I was going to my board, so I didn't want to do us. I'm not involved this time. Y'all know me. I'm the first one for line, but I can't do it this time.
Yeah, you're trying to get home.
Yeah, I gotta go alone. Yeah, I got this.
I mean, but they should respect that. They should be like, yo, Pirata, stay in the cell. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Go eat.
Right.
Well,
I did, but the CO still came for me. I remember the 5% of my man Boy came for me. I said, I gotta sit this one out, man. It was with the Kings and the 5%ers. They're gonna go do it together. That's good enough. When y'all gonna shut it down?
Yeah.
You got two mess halls upstairs. The downstairs we was up top. Fishkill's two sides. Up the hill, down the hill.
So the whole time incarcerated, were you ever involved in gangs? Did you got no gangs?
No, never did.
You just been neutral?
Yeah, always neutral.
Okay.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there because a lot of people go to jail and then they become.
Yeah. Like a lot of my friends, a lot of my homeboys, nothing
so against them. For 5%, nothing against nobody.
Yeah, because I got mad King brothers.
Yeah, to each his own. Like, you believe whatever
but I just never,
do.
I was there with them with a lot of shit and rode with them. They rode with me, but I just never signed on, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you never felt the need to it.
Yeah, never.
You was always down with anybody. You down with everybody.
Right.
Like I'm the type of, I go Latin King, I'm down with the blood, Latin King, I'm down with the blood, Crips, down with them, because I know everybody. So it's like, we
got our own brand.
Sometimes it's better like that anyway.
Yeah, we got our own brand. Some people got their own brand.
Yeah, we got our own brand. Absolutely.
Some people do that to get a brand. We're really.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you good, you good. You don't feel the need.
Yeah, you don't feel the need.
So from that point, what year you came home?
98 and 7.
The strike, what did they do with the strike? They shipped you out?
The strike, so they come down, they search my cell, the cube. They don't find nothing but a rap song, I was rapping, so I wrote some revolutionary that was there for years and spoke about nietas and stuff like that. So they started reading all my paperwork, and this is a rap song. I'm like, yo, that's a rap song. You saw the dude says, set it off and all this for the prisoners. Yo, I said, that's a song. Bro, they took that and they gave me a tier 3.
Wow.
180 to get me out of the jail. Can you believe for that? I still got that ticket too. 180, I didn't do nothing. Said that I was involved with the food strike and that song and those lyrics were inflammatory and yo, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
They railroaded me and got me out.
And they got you box time?
They got me 180 because you can't, you know, after, if you're to meet them, anything over 90 days, you're going back to a max. If you get anything over 90 days.
Okay.
So 180, that's half a year, you out.
Okay, so they shipped you to Southport.
Southport, where I opened up, all the fucking COs were there. They were there when I was there. As soon as I walked through, because I did a few rap shows when I was there. I used to run the music room. I got pictures doing the rap show, the Muslim Festival, the Latinos Unidos. I got pictures of Latinos Unidos with the mic and with the Muslims, so I was involved with that. So the COs all knew me from rapping. So when I came, they was like, "Oh, it's the pirate," you know, making, you know, joking. Everybody's like, "Oh shit." I was like, yeah, these clowns, man, don't pay them no mind. They know me from here. You know, I was here for a long time. I opened the jail. A lot of COs were still there. So
yeah, and you did the 180 in there.
I did the 6 months there.
And then what? From there,
From there, I made
How was Southport when you went back to the box?
It was totally different. So now I'm in here locked down. I'm like, this is crazy. I was here, you know, we had freedom. We used to sit in the day room and watch TV. Now it's different. But you know, I breezed through it, and then they shot me to the L right there. So that was good. Got to the L, was wow, crazy. Kurt, everybody was there. Kojak, rest in peace, man. The Yantas was strong. A lot of my 4th grade people were there. It was ridiculous. 3 weeks there, they sent me out.
Wow. You got shipped out.
In 3 weeks, man. And
why?
I don't know. I know the CO took my ID when I first got there. Listen, there's a funny thing happened to Omar when I got there. This didn't happen in no other jail. It used to happen, but not like this. Omar was so many people I knew when I got there was like, yo, Pirata. And dudes was like, yo, let me talk to you.
You was a threat to population.
So the CO and one of the, yo, when he finished, let me talk to you. And I was over telling my man, yeah. And the CO was like, yo, come over, let me see your ID. And he looked at my name and then he wrote it down. I was like, what's the problem? He was like, nothing. So I don't know what the fuck they did after that. They probably passed to somebody, maybe they looked. I don't know.
They looked and said, you know what, we ain't keep him here too long.
Yeah, so it's probably something like that. I know 3 weeks later, everybody's like, Pirata, what
happened?
That's how
they ship you when they threaten, you know that.
Yeah, and I was like, 3 weeks, I ain't do shit. So I said, I'm out, and then that's how I wound up in Auburn.
Okay. Which is, Auburn was good.
Yeah, Auburn was good.
For being a penitentiary, it was a little bit all right.
Nah, Auburn was sweet, and I got the infirmary job from there, so I was chilling in the infirmary.
Yeah.
I was at E block.
Auburn was all right, man.
Yeah, Auburn was cool.
I was in D block. I was there.
Oh, D block. Oh, that was a dog block.
We can do everybody there. Everybody there, like Giz, a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there for a long time too. So from Auburn, what happened next? You went home?
I made the board. Yeah.
Wow. After 8 years, what year you went home?
98. So made the board, and I got paroled to Fort Greene, but I didn't get paroled to the Bronx because shit was hot, newspaper shit, everything was going on, and then the PO I had, he was the PO of the partner I had before. So I wound up with him, but he was cool with me. He waived that money shit and everything. And he said, look, all this newspaper shit coming out, you know, you guys are hot, you go to, so I went to Brooklyn. He let me do my parole in Brooklyn. I went to Fort Greene. I've maxed out my parole in Brooklyn. And then,
how much parole you had?
A year and a half. So,
okay.
So then, because I was on the back from the 1.5 that I had left from the other bid.
Okay.
So then I went to Fort Greene, finished my parole, and then I came back to the Bronx.
Okay, so what was that coming back to the Bronx after doing all that?
Oh man, I called Whitey. I remember first person I went to see. Whitey was the first one I went to see when I came home too. From the parole, I went to Whitey's house. I forgot that. Yeah, because when I was in Fishkill, some dude that I was with him in the room, his brother lived in the same building with Whitey. I was in contact with Whitey all the time anyway.
So you came home, Whitey's like, what's up? Yeah. So you home, then what?
And then, yo, man, you know, I'm just taking it easy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, got with my kids, you know what I'm saying?
So since 98 that you came home from doing the 8 years, you never went back?
No.
That's what's up, man.
I never went back.
Never looked back. You caught case?
2 gun charges.
2 what?
2 gun charges. And I beat them both. My son's mother took the case on 1 because she had it in her purse.
Yeah.
And they gave her 30 days and dismissed it on me. That was on the 180. I beat it because I asked to go to grand jury.
Wow.
Richie Lugo told me, they said, yo, tell them grand jury, you want to see grand jury? And I bluffed them. They didn't want to tell me grand jury because the police was lying.
Oh.
So, you know, it was in her purse. They wanted her to say it was mine. And she was like, no, it's mine. And they had to drop it, so I got it dropped. She did 30 days on that and came home.
Okay.
And I caught another one in Yu Ying's after hour on Barretto. But they ain't find that on me either. And the cop lied, 'cause they found a bundle on me. And he tried to say the gun was on me. So I bluffed them speedy trial 6 months and I beat them too in the Bronx here. That was 03. So I skated through those 2 shits, and after that.
So that shit is over.
Yeah.
You know
but
what?
Yeah, I've been home all this time, man.
So you've been home since
Everybody's
this whole
shocked.
time?
Yeah, they like, what the fuck, I've been home crazy.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up with Pirata, man. We love that shit. So now, you've been home, you out here, you in Florida now, you with your kids, how's the family, how's life treating you? I know you work, you got your shit going on, you look good, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't been back. Talk to me about your outside, you know, with your kids, what you been doing.
Man, it's been great, man. You know, remember we did the Rough Rider thing with music for a while.
Yep.
That didn't, you know, go nowhere. So I had moved to Puerto Rico. I don't know if you remember, I moved to Puerto Rico 06.
Wow.
And was out there. We was gonna stay for life, but we stayed a year and then we came back, you know.
Okay.
But it was a good experience for the kids. And then since we've been back, we went to Pennsylvania for a while. I got into the dog breeding. That's what I was doing for a lot of people that know me in the dog breeding. I was breeding bullies for a long time.
Okay.
You know, for like 10, 12 years. And I was started in Puerto Rico. Then I took them all to PA. We was in PA for 3 years. I had the whole kennel in the basement, all that shit.
Okay.
I did that for a while. And then
a lot of money in that.
Yeah, it was no money in that. But then the game started messing it up. A lot of people started getting involved and started messing up the breed and, you know, the prices. So, and then I was tired. So I gave that up. And then that's when we came down here to Tampa.
Wow.
Because my family was down here and my aunt had passed away 2014, rest in peace. And I had came down here, you know, for the weekend. While I was down here, like those few days, I was looking around, man. I was like, oh, shit, I like this down here. Because all my cousins were here. I was like, damn, y'all old. We been since the, you know, I knew they was down, but it didn't hit me till I came and saw all of them. Right, they from Brooklyn, like, yeah. So when I went back, I told my wife, I was like, yo, I don't know, man, Tampa, we might have to give that a shot. We had just moved back to the Bronx from Pennsylvania. She was like, what? Man, I'm moving again. I was like, yo, I'm telling you. But a year later, those winters she hates, and we had a bad winter, I think it was 2015. I was like, I'm telling you, let's go. And then I did a little homework, found a place, and then we packed up and we came down.
That's cool as fuck, man.
So that's, you know, that's what got us hooked to Tampa. And we stood 3 years, and then I went back, 2018. I thought for some reason I got homesick and I wanted to move back to New York, but after spending those 2 years over there, I told my wife, what the fuck? She was like, and then we got approved for the complex. My son got in, and my niece is in the same complex.
Oh, you see?
And then they called us. My wife was like, yo.
We out of here.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go, man.
That's the best thing you did.
We've been down here. Matter of fact, this week makes a year already.
And that's the best thing.
Yeah, and that's the best thing, bro. And I'm happy down here, guys.
What the fuck you gonna miss? You can always go to New York and visit.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's good for the vibe, visit, and then leave.
Yeah, no, it's been great down here, you know, changed my life, you know, dramatically, man. Just being down here, you know, family-wise, more family-oriented.
Yeah, talk to me, man.
Staying out of the streets, you know, stop drinking, you know.
Cool.
There's a lot of people that know me, you know, ran into me while I'm out there in the clubs. I know they might have had experience or two with me.
Yeah, drinking was
getting crazy, and you know, wasn't myself no more.
So now no more drinking.
Yeah, no more drinking, man. Good. So I had to stop that shit. And
that's good, man.
You know, like you said, stay working and you know, keep the family together.
Now you're consistent working. Your kids are good.
Right.
You got any grandkids?
Yeah, that's the one I spend a lot of time with right now with my granddaughter. Everybody be seeing me on the video with.
Wow.
My son's she was just born like 9, 10 months ago in October.
Okay, well that's a blessing.
Yeah, that's a blessing. I've been spending a lot of time with her.
Shit.
Yeah, a lot of my videos is with her.
Yeah, of course. That's your granddaughter.
Yo, but it's
that's
good.
Your granddaughter.
I love her. She's in PA right now. She's coming back next week. Trying to wait for her to come back. So, you know, that's a good life-changing also.
Of course. Motivation for you.
Yeah,
you got your granddaughter, you there for her. You know, you never thought you was gonna be a grandfather or see this far.
Right.
So it must be a great feeling to be here with your family.
I got one in the Bronx. I don't hardly see her that much.
Okay, yeah, she's in the Bronx.
But this one is down here now because she was born here with us, so in Tampa. So
you good, family good.
Yeah, get everybody to the Keys one day.
Work mo is good.
Work mo, because I want to get to the Keys, man.
Yeah. You trying to move to the Keys now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna come see you on the regular in the Keys.
Yeah, man.
I love the Keys.
Yeah, come in.
Tampa, I ain't gonna visit you all the time.
Yeah, come.
But the Keys, Pirata, I'm on my way.
Of course, bro.
We on our way.
Yeah,
but I'm happy that you've been home. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy how you made your whole transition, you know, and the best thing for you, you came home to Florida. You know what I'm saying? You changed your whole environment. Sometimes change is okay. A lot of us get caught up and scared to change, especially when you get older, you get stubborn. So you be like, nah, I ain't doing that. You feel me? Because that's how my parents are. They don't want to move. They in the Bronx. They don't want to move. My whole family, they're like this. We ain't leaving. So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go. I'm not trying to stay here.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I outgrew the hood. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood and that lifestyle and all that.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? So we done that. Nobody can't tell you more than us when we've been through some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We done seen it all. We done seen it all.
Yeah, from the streets to the prisons.
And your case and all that, man. It was a big interesting case. You was down with a real notorious crew. You know what I'm saying? CMC crew was really notorious. Y'all dudes did y'all thing. Y'all lived a life. And you overcame that. So you was willing to walk away from that. Unlike God, they don't let him rest in peace.
Right, he died in that.
He died in that life, to the point where they wanted him so bad that they killed him where?
At the parole.
At the parole office, right? Coming out the parole office.
At the parole.
That's when
desperate. That's desperate.
That's when you really want a man dead.
Right.
You want to gun him down?
Right.
You actually getting him coming out the precinct.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
I heard that I was upstate and all that, but from you coming from all that and going through your what? 5 times on Rikers Island, 6 times on Rikers Island, to leave all that alone, and now you out here working, and you got your whole family with you, and you got your granddaughter, you got your wife and all that. It's a blessing, bro, Pirata.
It is, man.
I mean, like seriously, it really is, bro.
I look at it every day like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And even like I'll post a video or a picture like of now, and I'm like, damn, there's a big difference to how I lived and how life was for us.
Yeah. What's that? You came out on newspaper clippings. You guys came out on all kind of shit.
Yeah, the Dayline ID, everything.
You got all you got. As you can see, he has everything. This guy's been in newspapers and all that, and you overcame that. Like a lot of guys don't get that break. You get caught and you wind up doing life after doing 5 bids on Rikers Island, 1 upstate, 2 upstate.
No,
the next thing you know, the feds get you and you done.
You done.
So you blessed to be home after experiencing all that bullshit and overcoming all that.
Hell yeah,
you feel me? So I wanna just acknowledge the fact that it's a blessing that you home.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that you out here doing your thing. And I love it, man. Pirata.
Positive, yeah.
Listen, man.
Just stay positive.
This is the vibe. You know what I mean? You're not a chamaquito. We're not young kids anymore.
Oh, man,
you know what I'm saying? We're not out there running around the street. This is something that I want the kids to see, so they can see that we could change. That you can make that change. That you don't have to be ashamed of what or how they look at you or what crew's gonna look at you different, or if you ain't down with that crew, you ain't gotta be down with shit.
Right. Nope.
Just be down with yourself.
Right. Be
you know what I'm saying?
And make sure that you respect it, man. That's it. As long as you respect others and you respect, that's the main thing.
I wanna ask you what you feel about prison reform, right? I wanna ask you if you don't understand the question, then let me know and I'll break down what's prison reform. But do you think prison reform is needed?
Yeah, you mean like as far as
improving
conditions,
improving the system, the jail, the
officers,
how they lied about they lied, they caught the knife and
to set you up right, planting stuff on people, drugs,
the grimy shit, they're taking the bullet and getting my man out the box in HDM.
Right.
That's what we talking about. I mean, this is real.
It's real. Guns snuck in.
If prison reform is important,
right,
is needed. I believe
Dominican Dewey was my man from Brook Avenue, and was with him in HDM in Attica. He was shot in his hand in HDM. Come on, man. They need prison reform.
So we definitely need prison reform, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So listen, man. With that being said, man, I want to take this time, man. I want to thank you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise,
for
man.
coming through.
For the opportunity, for the platform.
I appreciate you coming, man. We definitely gonna, your story and what you have, the crew that you came from and all that. We definitely, people, they will be hearing about it because we're not gonna let it go. We're gonna help you out and get you a situation because your story needs to be told. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you this, then it needs to, believe me. Right. I don't get impressed by a lot of stories.
Right.
You feel me? So
yeah,
those is one of those that is like, that's the CMC crew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you overcame all that, man. And as a blessing, man, I want to thank you for coming, man.
Thank
you,
I
appreciate
brother.
you.
I appreciate you having me.
It's my brother, Pirata. I know his brother for 1,000 years.
Yeah, we know. We actually know each other.
This is G right here, you know what I'm saying?
We actually friends,
This
man.
is G for a long time, man. And he's here, he's looking good. And that's how we gonna give it up, man. You already know. It's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard, my boy Pirata, my brother. You already know how we do.
Pirata Pirate from Brooklyn to the Bronx.
Let's go. You already know. Let's get it. What up, what up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to that Dog in the Yard. First and foremost, I want to thank Pirata for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Breaking the whole shit down to us. You know what I'm saying? How he used to come from Brooklyn, get down with the gang in the Bronx, and do his thing and all that. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that you out here doing your thing. You know, you driving convertibles and all that. You out here, you know, living the life, but the right way. You know what I'm saying? You marry. You know what I'm saying? You getting your relationship right with your kids and all that. And that's what it's about, man. It's never too late to do the right thing. And I'm happy that you out here doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. All blessings. I tell all my brothers out there that's out there, you know what I mean, that they've been through some shit. Listen, man, nothing but blessings, man. You out here, keep doing your thing. Don't look back. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, listen, you already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, man. Dog in the fucking yard, man. Pirata. Let's get it.
This that yak music. Dog in the Yard. Pistol Pete. SF. And this DJ Khaled. Let's go.
I don't move unless it's bands. Diamond stars all in my rings. She don't move unless it's bands. But that hoe, this ain't no